I'm live on. Hey guys, can you hear me? Okay, so already, so I can see this. Just a sec. Alright guys, this is Imran, and this time you're not watching me on Kabab. This time I'm live on Muslim food recipes, and I'm so thankful to Umema for giving me this opportunity to come over in live session and show you guys the way how I made Seekh Kebab. So when we discussed about a live session, so the first thing came into my mind, like, let's make something easy, no fail, just like chicken kadai or something like this, like the easy peasy type thing. But then Umema told me, like, Imran, Idul Adha, the Bakra Eid is like around the corner, and so why not you make something which is related to that special occasion. Then again I start thinking, like, make something easy, no fail. I thought, like, I should make something with mutton kadai or anything. But then I said, like, why not let's make a Seekh Kebab. A lot of people they love Seekh Kebab and Dhaga Kebab and Gola Kebab and so on and so forth, a variety of, like, beef, ground meat dishes. So I decided to go with the Seekh Kebab. So today I'll show you how I make beef Seekh Kebab. I would not say this is like authentic or anything. It is not authentic at all. This is pure my recipe. Obvious inspiration came from our family restaurant business back home in Karachi, Pakistan, where I used to work in like Karahi section and the barbecue section. And I would definitely share some of the tips which you guys would love to know when during the process when I start making this. So I think we have okay, we have good enough viewers right now, like 36, 38. And let me see if I get any comments, and then I start. Umema, can you tell me, like, are you guys can hear me? Because I just received a message and it says, like, they can't hear me. Okay, Alexandra just mentioned that she can hear me. So in this, like, it should be something related with your device, like whether it is mute or something. So just check it out. Okay, so now we are about to start our beef Seekh Kebab. Okay, let me take my watch and things off here and wash my hand. Today, you know what the actual program was actually. Ditaj, do let me know if you receive any messages, right?
Someone's watching from the Philippines.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Okay, so yeah, I was telling you like the original program. Original program was like I planned to go everything outside. But initially, okay, let me just reduce the volume here. Initially, the forecast was like 60% rain, 5 millimeter. By the way, I'm in Milton, Ontario, Canada, live from Milton, Ontario, Canada. So initial forecast was like 60% rain. Then I try to make like all the makeshift arrangement, like okay, if rain happens, then what I'm gonna do? So I have to move to the garage or something, plan everything. Then from right early in the morning, temperature is like killing. I'm telling you, it is like right now it is 37, 38, feel like sunny, really hot outside. So then I decided to stay, in my kitchen. But obvious, barbecue without, Seekh Kebab without charcoal, no, right? So we will do barbecue outside. So coming back to the Seekh Kebab. So first thing is like it is always a question like whether we take Seekh Kebab with like the fat one, like fats, how much percentage of fats in it. So guys, to be very honest, commercial level, like the restaurant, they sometimes, some of the restaurant, they go like 30%, 35% to reduce the cost. But the best Seekh Kebab you can make with 15 to 20% of the fat content. Okay, now come to the point like the healthy thing. Some people don't like it. They want to make Seekh Kebab with lean meat. Okay, you can make it. One, it will not be juicy. Two, it will not be soft. And another, on top of everything, you will face really hard time, difficulty to put it on your SKUs. If somebody has any recipe, soft, juicy, lean meat Seekh Kebab, do share with me. I would love to make it. Okay. In restaurant, talking a lot, isn't it? Okay, let me drink some water. It's already hot. Alright, so restaurant guys, they have their, ground meat machine. They can put the narrow blade in it and just take it out from there for twice or thrice. So in that scenario, everything is like so squeezed fine, but we don't have this, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'll show you guys how I do it, like at home, so that it is always like, there's no way like you can't put this thingy on the SKUs. So what I'm gonna do, just 200 gram out of this. By the way, this ground meat, beef, 1 kg, slightly over 2 pounds. What I'm gonna do, just put this thing here, okay, and I run it in the chopper for just like maybe 5-10 seconds, and then come back. Okay, so here you see Ritaj, just do a little focus here, turn down. Okay, this is like the regular ground meat from the shop. By the way, if you have machine, you can do it at home too. and this is what I just made in the chopper. So what this is gonna do, this will, number one, fat, finely chopped, make your Seekh Kebab softy, juicy, plus when you put it on the skews, it is stick on, right? And it's not just this, there are a couple of things that you're gonna apply when you put your Seekh Kebab on the skews. Now, come to the veggie part. So in restaurants, obvious, they just throw all the things, like all their veggie meat, like if they are using green chili, onion, coriander, whatever, they put everything in that machine and get it done. But what I'm gonna do, so okay, I mentioned 3 to 4. I mentioned 3 to 4. 3 to 4 medium-sized onion. So right now I have a big-sized onion, so it is like 190, 200 grams. So 3 to 4 medium-sized onion also, comes equal to like 180, 200 grams. So just do this. Big chunks, not like the small thingy. That's it. And use the same chopper. Put onion on. Onions plays really important role in Seekh Kebab. Trust me. I've seen many videos. People say that's like just use the onion, grate it, and take the juice out of it. So I'm not a big fan of that. Why? Reason is it, like most of the time when I make my YouTube videos, by the way, I have a YouTube food channel, guys. I mean, you can, go and check it. It's Kabab, Khao space Pakao and Eakao, Kabab, and you can see this logo there, and obviously I'll be making all this stuff. Just because I have made or I have worked in a commercial street side restaurant, so whenever I made the things, I always try to make things economical and practically possible and feasible. Possibly, I would say feasible. Why? Because if you put a lot of things in it, obvious, like you put, let's suppose you're making anything like this Mughlai or something like that. You put pistachio, kaju, cream, you name it. Obvious things will become tasty. The art is like less ingredients, less quantities, and you make something amazing, right? So, and coming back to the point, like onion juice. So when all those guys, like the restaurant guys, they throw their onion with the meat in the machine. So onion and juice, everything stays there, right? So there's no point you take the juice out of it. So anyway, so just big chunks of green chili. I mentioned like 6 to 8, but I have like a little big one, so I only use 6. And now coriander, very important element. Very important element. This gives fantastic appearance, like green element when you make it the Seekh Kebab after cooking, and obvious aroma of coriander. Wow. Cilantro can be used as well, but I won't recommend to use what we call it, parsley, right? Yeah. Why? Because if you use parsley, then your Seekh Kebab is basically a traditional dish from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, that part of the world. If you add parsley in it, then you move all the from this side to the Gulf region, right? So we are not making that food. We are making typical Pakistani, Indian, Bangladesh. Okay, I'm making the Pakistani thingy because I've never been to India and Bangladesh, so I don't know how they made it or taste it. Alrighty, guys, this done. In the recipe, I mentioned 2 tablespoons of ginger garlic. So since I decided to stay in and make the initial, the prep and all thing, the masala in the kitchen, so I'm taking this liberty to use fresh ginger and fresh garlic instead of 2 tablespoons. Always recommended to use fresh garlic and fresh ginger. You will love it. So this is like 2-inch piece, and I did not take the skin off. Okay, I just wash it. Simple cutting, like big pieces. Throw it here, and 8 to 10 garlic. Okay, so now I'm going to use and chop them again and then mix everything together. I'm wearing my sneakers. You know that? Alright, this thing here, job done. Alright guys, so here you see, here is all the thingy chop. Okay, fine chop. It's not like the coarse thick thingy. Yes, there's some part of the chunks here, but like mostly it's all finely chopped. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Okay, it's here. Okay, before I move forward, let me see if I have any comments here. Okay, yes, I just saw a message, and Zaira, you mentioned like it says 3 to 4 onion, medium. So obvious the onion I use is not a medium at all. And if you weigh 3 to 4 medium onions, it weighs somewhere between 180 to 110 grams. So the onion I use is 200 grams. Okay. So now coming to all the spices we're gonna add. First one is red ground chili. Then we add red chili flakes, roasted crushed cumin, allspice mix, garam masala, and salt. Whenever I put salt, whenever I put salt, it reminds me one of my mom's, I would say, saying or quote. She always says, whenever you add salt, always be stingy. Right? So I use 1.5 teaspoon. I'll mix it together, and then we'll see if we need more. Then I add more. Otherwise, because if salt is less, it can always be added into it. But if it is more, then obvious, you can't take it out. Okay, let me wash my hand again, and then I'm gonna mix all this thing. Okay. Alright guys, now start mixing it. Mixing kneading, you know, that's like one of the important element of making any kind of beef, especially beef kebabs, like the ground meat dishes. Why? Because like in restaurants, obviously, as I said mentioned earlier, their machine, the fine grinding, you know, the blade and all those stuff, that machine does all the things for them. But when we are making here, like, you know, in the house, we don't have the liberty to that kind of commercial grade machines. So we make it like this, you know. And you can see, like, you know, the way I'm just take like this and make a good fist, right? Like this. Once it mixes, then I'll show you how we like grind it, like, you know, with your hand, like, you know, smash it. That's very important. Okay. Now, 2 spoons of butter. Tablespoon. Butter, I did not melt it, use as it is. Okay. Butter is optional. I love the taste, so I added up. My kids, they love it, so that's the reason I add it. If you don't want to use it, you can take it off, right? Okay, if you see, like, it is 1 kg of meat, and I only use half tablespoon of ground red chili and 1 teaspoon of red chili flakes. Why? And very less spices. I want to taste the meat, not just all the spices like the masala and all those stuff, right? So that's the important thing. Okay, now it is like thoroughly mixed. We're gonna, you know, kneading it for like good 8-10 minutes. Then use the bottom part of your hand, the palm, and just this. Use it and slide it forward with a pressure like this. Why can't I see? I can't see here. Like the comments. Check. And I'm not really very much tech savvy. It's my daughter, she's here helping me. Okay, normally we leave this like in refrigerator after mixing and all those stuff for like a good 4 hours. I always say if you can't leave the marination for minimum 2 hours, don't make it something else. Check my YouTube food channel. So many dishes there, what you can do in like 20 minutes or 30 minutes. But for barbecue, man, the longest the marination time, the tastier your barbecue is. Okay? So we don't have like the 4 hours or even 2 hours. So what I'm going to do, once I thoroughly mix it, then I put this into my freezer for like 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. In the meantime, when all this meat in the freezer, then I will do chutney, sauces. You know, when you say chutney, it gives you like, you know, some feelings. Sauce, at least. So chutney, I'll make 2 chutney, 1 green and 1 with the turmeric, imli, typical restaurant style thingy. And Vitaj, is there any new messages there?
Someone asked, can you give a quick recap?
Quick recap. Alrighty. Quick recap. First thing is we are making Seekh Kebab. Right? We are making Seekh Kebab, and I just and who asked this question? Who asked that?
Iram.
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 E-R-E-M.
No, I-R-U-M.
I-R-U-M. Okay, Iram. See, there's a difference in like old school and new school. Iram. 1 kg, approximately 2 pound of beef, ground beef with mince, 15 to 20% fats content in it. Then I use, out of that 1 kg, approximately 200 grams, chop it for like in chopper, 10 seconds maybe, 10-15 seconds, mix it, not mix it, in the same tray. Then chop onion, green chili, coriander, garlic and ginger. chop everything and then add it. And then I already added the, all the spices. Alright guys, see? Okay. Another question, my other day when I was making the same Seekh Kebab, and my daughter, she asked me Papa, why you are doing all this too much, it's already mixed. So we added salt. Salt here is not just for the taste, it has another function. Salt basically increasing or creating a reaction, so the cross-linking of the protein fibers, it increase and start quickly. So you will see it, once I mix it, I'll show you, and you will be amazed, the raw ground meat, what we normally see, and now after all this kneading, how it is. Any question, Tanj?
No.
Alrighty. Okay, now that's my favorite part now.
Someone's watching from Egypt.
Wow. People watching from Portugal, people watching from Saudi, I just saw that. Thanks guys, thanks a lot. Obvious, the guys who are watching from Egypt, and if you are Egyptian, you are from Egypt. Obvious, if you're not from Pakistan or any, this India or Bangladesh, it's a different recipe for you guys, but trust me, you will love it. Okay, now the big ball, and then take it like this. Okay, take this like this. Do the same thing, right? Same process as I mentioned earlier. It increases the cross-linking. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Wonderful. That's cool, man. Watching from UK. Who's that?
And Africa.
Africa, South Africa. Cool. Nazma. Watching from Canada, to mint leaves to be added. Okay, what's the name? Bernadette Gomes, you asked for the mint leaf. Personally, I won't recommend mint in it because mint, very strong flavor, very strong aroma, right? I will use mint when I make sauce for this. If you add mint, a second thing is, see this fresh, if you just look into this, it looks so fresh. If you add mint in it, and reason why I did not use it, because as I said earlier, background, restaurant, street side. So if we have a leftover of Seekh Kebab, normally in one day we make 15-20 kg of the big portion of this. So what happened basically, if you have something left, say, sometimes you never know the customer, right? Sometimes it's the loads of customer, rush like anything, and sometimes you are running short of the customer. You don't have any customer here.
Oh.
So then whatever the leftover is, and if you already added mint in it, next day that mint, what I call it, diffuse the color and it dull and it turns towards gray or black. So the aesthetic appearance of your Seekh Kebab is, I would not go and eat there again. It will not put any impact on the taste, after getting 1 day old mint in the ground meat, but look wise, no. Okay.
Any binder?
Binder,
just bread
yeah.
or gram flour?
No, trust me. I know people tell add gram flour or just a flour or what do you call it, some kind of other flours. No. Why? Probably you missed the initial part. What I did, I take 200 grams and then chop it like anything, 15 seconds or 10 seconds. That chop and then mixing back. That thingy helps you to bind it on your skews. If you are a beginner, maybe add 2 tablespoons of flour. But you know what? Don't shy, man. Do experiments. Don't worry, even if you're a beginner, you're making first time. Don't worry about it. Follow this maximum what happened. It won't stick. At least you can put it on, right? it won't stick when you put it on the grill. I'll let you know the way how we make it. Okay, and it won't.
Kim Ali asks, can I make dum kebab with this recipe and tomato masala?
Man, when you go in this world of cooking, open, wild, do experiment. Trust me. Like if I'm not gonna do it on the grill, I'll give a charcoal smoke in it. I can make dum masala in it. I can add loads of papaya in it and make some kind of dum keema, or I made this small. See this? So many things. Okay, look at this. See this? Ball, like the kofta type thing. Make kofta biryani out of it. Make it kofta masala out of it. Make it kofta kadai out of it. So, don't stop, right? You can do it. You can do it.
Nazma asks, when can we wash the meat before grinding meat, or?
Wash.
Yeah.
No wash. No wash. Okay? I did not wash it. Especially when you do like the Bihari kebab or keema, like this type of ground meat, don't wash it. And why I'm saying don't wash it, because when you add water in it, and then at this point of time, and when you put it on the skews, then you realize, man, I made a mistake. But if you really want it to wash it, then wash it and put it in the basket for like good at least 1 hour. The maximum water just drain out. Okay, now what I'm going to do. See, this is I'm making like, I don't know, 1,000 times. Right? I have made it. No, yeah, 1,000 now. If I add it up all the way from back restaurant thingy. But one thing which I learned from one of our barbecue head chef, Farooq Ustad. He said, beta, never be overconfident. No matter you're making the same thing every day, never be overconfident. Always taste it. So how I'm going to taste it, I just put pan here. Did I just slightly switch it? Okay, Iram, your question is, if we take out meats from freezer, how we use it? Okay, first thing is, if you know you're making it, like, because Seekh Kebab is not like something you just decide and make it. Like normally our, daily routine dishes. You plan it, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna make it, or day after make it. I would recommend make a fresh meat. Like this meat, I got it yesterday, right? This ground meat. And I did not put it in the freezer, I put it in my fridge. So that's the answer I can give you. Like, don't put it in the fridge, in the freezer. Okay, now it's not hot yet. Okay, so I always taste it before I make. No matter I'm making Seekh Kebab, all the barbecue, whether it's like even the tikka, just take one small piece, put in the microwave, cook it, or in the pan, cook it. You can get the feel, like what you're gonna guard it. Alexandra Sophia, thank you. Kimberly, okay, I already answered the question, like biryani was next question, thanks. And Nazma Jetta, when we can wash the meat, I told you. Can you freeze the marinated meats? Very good question. Yes, we can freeze the marinated meats, but how you freeze it? Let's suppose if you're making Seekh Kebab, then make the Seekh Kebab, or you want to make kofta out of it, make a kofta out. Just do a little on the little oil, like the surface cook, and then put it in the fridge. What is going to help you? When you unfreeze it, it will be like a fresh appearance comes. Okay, you can hear it. In the meantime, you're doing this. Pitach, show this. So guys, that's what I'm talking about. See this? Literally, I don't feel any, like, the thick, you saw the ground meat when I start making it. can see the coarse element in it. Right now, nothing. It's just like, it looks like it's a Shami kebab type thing, but actually it's not Shami kebab. When you cook it, then you will see the texture of like the kneading efforts what you just put in. Okay, 30 minutes gone. Wow. Okay. So hopefully everything will be okay. If not, if I feel like salt is a little less or spices, I'm not gonna add more because I know that's sufficient. Because I'm gonna taste the meat, not just all the spices and all those stuff. Right? There you go. Take this thing out. Otherwise my fire alarm will start. Okay. Okay. Just a little short of short of salt. So initially we add 1.5 teaspoon, and now I'm going to add half teaspoon more, and that's it. Mix it again, and then I put this thingy into the freezer so that in the meantime, this like normally we put minimum 2 hours in the freezer, but since we don't have that much time, so normally we put 2 hours in fridge, like refrigerator, not in the freezer. Okay, so this tray is too big. I'll use this later, and let me go and throw it in the freezer. Yeah. Alright, now what I'm going to do, I'll go outside and put my charcoal on fire, and then come inside and we do the chutney thingy. Pritash, let's go, baby. Everything is ready. That's really hot. Trust me. It's like you can hear the sound like somebody's just cutting their grass. Not working.
아파도 안 해?
Okay. Cover it up. Okay, job done here. Let's go inside and do our sauces, chutney. Okay, I already, add some turmeric for like 2 hours ago, and using that. Three, 4 tablespoons of turmeric. Then salt to taste. And after that, cold water. Okay. It will not be like very thick kind of thing. It is like, it's not very, but it should not be thin like water. So then just a little amount of, maybe half teaspoon of crushed cumin, roasted. Half teaspoon of sugar. And mix it up. Any question? Okay. Wow. Smell it. Okay. Lovely. Guys, amazing. Trust me. Now, quick. Green. Okay. So what I'm adding in it? Coriander. Some mint. this will be a little spicy, huh? Remember, just this much portion of, tomato and half chili. Now, salt, little extra because we add some water in it. Very little cumin. Roughly 2 tablespoons water and blend it. I'm adding crushed ice in it, and I'll let you know why I add it. And guys, you can see the color. You guys can see that? See the freshness? Okay, now why I add it? So let me taste it first. The mint and salt, wow, and the green chili, amazing. The reason I added ice in it, when we crush all the green, veggie, especially in the chopper or in the grinder, we add, just because of the heat, after some time, the color comes down, dull. So if you make it like 12 o'clock, by the time 2-3 p.m., 12 p.m. to 2-3 p.m. in 2-3 hours, it goes down. But if you add ice in it, it stays like good 5-6 hours with a fresh color. Okay, now this thing's done, this thing done. I'll show you the squeeze. It's time now to take the meat out of the field. So let's put this here. Okay guys, put this back because I have to knead it again. slightly over an hour because the initial prep time, and I have to give certain time to this meat, make it properly, because I don't want life fail. So hopefully, like in next maybe 20-25 minutes, we'll be done. Okay, now that's a very important thing. If you see YouTube's other channels and all those stuff, they tell you wet your hand with oil or put your hand in oil and then do all this thing. No, right? We don't use oil. We use simple water. Again, think like then a commercial point of view. Are they going to use like 20? Like my restaurant was a small restaurant. It's not like a very big compared to like the Karachi street side restaurant. The facility or the capacity was like, the full capacity was I think 180, 190, right, customers. So we consume like 20 kg, sometimes 30 kg, like on the weekends. So 20 kg, the guy who's putting this all 20 kg meat in his juice, his hand in oil, he will consume like 2-3 liter oil every day. So that's not properly, that's the idea. So actual thing is, put your hand wet in the water and then simple make a ball. The weight of the ball right now, this the big chunk is 120-ish, right? And it also depends, like how big your grill is, like the width of the grill. That's a very important thing, right? Making this proper ball. Okay? This is a little big. I'm only using my hand, one hand. I don't know why. It's like that's the instinct developed. Any comments? That's lovely tip. Heading eyes while grinding lemon. Thanks, Lemon. Guys, like I have done like different barbecues, different dishes, like the heavy duty, like the kunna, mutton kadai, handis. So you are always welcome to visit my YouTube channel, Kabab. You can also follow me on Instagram. It's like cow.pakab. And you can also follow me on Twitter, Kabab. So you will find a lot of different things. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So roughly, as I said, 120 because we add 1 kg meat and 200 gram of onion and some other spices to be slightly over 120 gram. Now, this is the main part, guys. In Pakistan, normally Seekh Kebab, beef thala kebab, gola kebab, reshmi kebab, chicken kebab, we use this cubical or squarish cubes, right? All those who are beginners, once you make this ball, enter it from the top, like this. Okay? Then, I believe I can show you guys like this. Yeah, okay, like this. Then press in a way that more meat come out between your thumb and the pinky, like this. See? Right? And once you feel your hand stick to the meat, make it wet, not in oil. Trust me, it won't happen. Right? And that's it. It's all done. And if you mark, like finger marking, you can do finger marking. Right? And again, a tip for the new or like the beginners: once you make it, then just make a finger dip in water and just stick it around here, the top end and the bottom end here. You can see that? Detach, do the focus please. See, like this. So in this way, mostly Seekh Kebab open up from the edges and then goes down. So once you lock it like this, it won't open. Simple. This. And Hitash, can you get the white thread we will guys like who used to in of the barbecue guys, all those stuff, they just make a ball like this and just like this. Simple, job done. So yeah, the skills I was telling you, like all this in Pakistan at least I can say mostly 90% guys who are making this ground meat thingy, they use this skills like a squarish or cubical. While if you go to this skills in ground meat, not like in tikka and boti type thing, right? And if you go towards towards the Mediterranean, the Gulf side, they use the flat skew. I'll show you that too. Right? So all those who were thinking like the bonding element and all those stuff, guys, in front of you, man. You don't need it. The way I just mentioned, like the things. But if you are worried and you're not sure how to do it, or it's the very first time you're scared, do nothing. Simple, take white normal yarn we use for like stitching, put it one way and roll it and roll back. Don't take it on the skews. Okay, job done. This thread will not burn and this will not let the kebab go down to your grill. Got it? So these are those small little things that comes with the time. Did you see any comment?
No.
The last comment was from Umama. Look up if I miss anything somebody asked. Okay. Oh yes. One thing here. I totally forgot. So what I'm doing, just making this into two. Okay. You can also make the same Seekh Kebab in pan and also in the oven. And if you're doing that, I would say once you make this, then dhua, the way we do the charcoal smoke, do that and then make it. Alright, now I'm using the flat one. See this? Same thing from the top, like this. As I said, squeeze in a way that it came out between thumb and the pinky. Wet your hand. Wonderful. Then how we make it? Finger marks like this. Job done. One here. So I'm making like 5 skews with the square one, the square or the cubicle, cube type, skews, and 2 on flat. And out of 5 squares, I put yarn on 1. Okay. There you go. Guys, do one thing. Obvious, Eid is coming. By the grace of Almighty, we are all privileged. We have been eating meat whole year. Mutton, lamb, beef, chicken. Do remember, especially in this time, to all those who hardly eat meat once in a month, twice in a month. Trust me, I know people back home who eat meat like 6 months, something like that. So, yes. Okay, Rita, there's so many questions here. Alexandria, Sophia, thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot. She said like, I'm explaining pretty good, so you don't need any comments. Now, this thing, doing in pan. Just make it small little thingy. Leave it for a while. Don't take it out, right? Why? I tell you. It's like this. Because I want to keep this small hole in it. So once you even make it in the pan, it gives a look like, you know, it is being made in barbecue in skews, right? So if I just make it and take it out, okay, pretty. Then just put a little oil in it. That's it. Yeah. So I was telling you, if you make it and like 20 skews and make 20 together and fry it after 1 hour, what happened with the weight of meat? The hole you make it from the skew will go down, and that's it. Wow. Perfecto. Beauty. Beauty. Alright. Touch little focus here, sweetheart. And let me see the charcoal condition. Charcoal is ready, guys. Charcoal is ready. Wow. Wow. Woohoo. Amazing. Nori baby, how are you? Sobi Elias, okay, Amna, Shiri, Recommendation, Aisha Imran. She said, looks so good. Aisha Imran, she's my wife. She's, you know, obviously, and she said, looks so good. You can come down, Aisha, and you can see this live. Don't worry. I won't ask you to do anything. Like, you know, after this, I will clean all these mats what I just made in the kitchen. Too hot, man. Too hot. Seriously. So once this over, we move to the outside. Okay. And we have to do it all the sides. Remember this. Okay, now it is. Now it is hot. All the sides. And remember, don't do like the well done thingy, man. Keep it like slightly juicy, moisture. So the moment you take your stew out, drops like the fat, the moisture, and leave it for a while. Don't just take it out and eat it. Leave for 5-10 minutes so it just regain all the moisture and give juice, man. This is so yummy, trust me. Oh. My first favorite is beef bhaga kebab, and you believe me or not, last night we made it, and today I'm making all this to eat it again. Then it's Seekh Kebab, Gola, then I go towards chicken. If you guys, want something else, do let me know. I will share. I'll check if I have something on my YouTube. Go out, check my YouTube channel, Kabab, and I would love to make something new, whatever you guys requested, and put it on my YouTube channel. If Umema, it all depends like your feedback. If you guys like this, then probably Umema call me back again, and I would love to come back and make another good recipe with you guys. Nowadays, like I'm pretty occupied. Reason is like this the YouTube and Insta thingy because of the Eid as well, and I already started some sort of private lessons like the kitchen cooking thingy. So today was the only day. Trust me. Umema asked me like 3-4 days or 5 days earlier, and I said like I only have this thing like Sunday available. If you guys are okay, I can do that. Even once I finish this, I have a cooking class today at 3 o'clock. So, okay, it's almost done. You can see the texture. Wow. And oil, I just put like 1 teaspoon maybe. That's it. Alright. Turn this off. Taking it out here. Okay. And leave it here. Pull it down. And then when I come back, then we can check this. Now we are going outside. Start our barbecue. Let's open the door. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Okay, so Bob, you can see the. Okay, man, it's really hard. I made a good call to go inside. Trust me. It's really hard. It's like feel like 41 right now in Milton. And barbecue. This is the guys. Okay, keep an eye on this one. This is the one I made with the yarn thing. Okay. So I just put it here. Now. Flat obvious, once you cook this, not cook like after 10 what happened 1-2 minutes you flip it, but how we cook in this, the square thing, that's the important thing. Once you see okay 1-2 minutes, and remember one thing, we don't fully cook one side at once, we flip it continuously. So once you see like after a minute, then 1 and 2 means 180 degree. If you don't make it, then the bottom part goes dry, and the weight on the top, boom, take it down. Okay. So, and charcoal is really so hot. Okay. Give me a sec. see this? They're doing this. Cool. Wonderful. Okay. So one thing is, I just took too much time inside, and I said it goes dry and come down. So this thing will come down. Don't worry. Well, on the Seekh Kebab, you know, the one thing, the one share I would say is related to some kind of poetry thing, you know. It's like the share was like a very famous share. कबाब सीख हैं हम हर सू करवट बदलते हैं. I know if somebody can translate it. कबाब सीख हैं हम हर सू करवट बदलते हैं, तो जल उठता है ये पहलू तो वो पहलू बदलते हैं. वाह. Okay. Cool. You know what? Did I bring the yarn? Let me take this out here. Okay, this is another disadvantage of not using the flat one. They're using the aluminum seat. You know, the meat doesn't properly stick on it. Okay. And this is so amazing. Don't go into the look of this fan, man. This fan has won many battles. Trust me. You can see that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to add this yarn into it. Like this. Let's see how it looks. Guys, oh my god, so yummy, tasty. So, let's see if any comments. You let me know.
Nope, none yet.
Okay. Okay, we were just like about to finish it. Once it is done, we go inside and so first we do one side, then 180, then other two, and then slowly, gradually, depends on, like, you know, sometimes heats are not even, like the coals somewhere are burning, somewhere it's not, so you can always flip it and all those stuff. Wow, so almost ready. The juice coming down. Wow. Woohoo. So hot here. So hot. after this, putting this thread, this one is okay. And don't worry about this one, the one which is already on the in the grill or just gone, but the one with half part on the skew, I'll do it on the pan. Normally you don't need fan if your coals are like really burning hot. I want to finish ASAP, it's too hot. And the smoke coming out, it is the juice, you know, on the coal. Now, Vitash, come close, Peter. Look at the beautiful appearance. You see this, I told you about the coriander, the green chili. Look at this. Chili flakes, all these things, man. This is like, trust me, that's so tasty. So tasty. If you make it the same way, you will love it. Almost there. So we can check always at the bottom here, and you can see, wow. So good. Trust me. Amazing. Give me a sec. Yeah. And you know what, based on my experience, no matter if you're making chicken, ground chicken, it's my youngest one. Say hi. Seekh Kebab, not even dhaga, not even gola. Seekh Kebab has the shortest cooking time, trust me. Another thing, when you use the square skews, right, or the cubicle, whatever you call it, just call it. This is normally when we cook, the heat goes from outside to inside, right? This is very important thing. Focus. Normally, like in the pan or in the oven, heat goes outside to inside. But when we cook on this square skews, it's not just the heat going from outside to inside, heat also traveling from inside to outside. How? Skews gets hot, literally hot like anything, and it is iron, right? Steel. So it goes out. So cooking outside inside and inside out both, and that's why it's like cooking this skew ground meat in a square skews. It's like literally tastes entirely different than the flat skews. Okay guys, job done. Move to the side to beta. Okay, you got focus here. Now, simple. Wow. Wow. As I said, I don't do it like well done. If you want well done, you can just leave it on skews for a couple of minutes. Guys, this is so tasty, man. And you can see the juice. Wow. Woo-hoo. That's the last one with the yarn in it. Okay, look at this. I'll show you this. Oh, this is all juice. Last but not least, this one. Okay, take this thingy down. And let's go inside. Noor, Noor, Noor. grab this. Okay, here you go. Now first I show you where's the yarn one. See, you can't even get it. Here's the yarn. Okay guys, so take the one end of the yarn and just remove it. Simple. No, but that's the only one. So I just finished it. I did not put yarn. So many. Okay, this is the one I made on the pan. Okay, so obvious. See, that's the hole I'm talking about. Still, it just go. So how it tastes like? Yummy. But thing on charcoal. Oh my god. There you go. Okay, here are our two beautiful chutneys and some little chili. I think it's too big for this. Let me change it. You ready? Yeah. Here. Here. Here.
Yes.
Okay, that's the garnishing, lastest but not least. There you go. Yeah. The Taj, look at this. Alright guys, thanks a lot for sparing your almost 1.5 hours. My target was like 1 hour. I thought I could do it less than an hour, but it's a lengthy process, you know, so you have to give respect whatever you are cooking. Couple of things I totally forgot, but I added on, right? I didn't mention in the recipe cue card. What are those things? What are those things? Love, passion, happiness. And whenever you make anything, make it with your heart. Trust me, if you made all these 4 ingredients, it is absolutely impossible that your food go wrong. Okay? Stay blessed, stay safe, stay healthy. Once again, thank you Mama for giving me the opportunity and giving me the option or opportunity to sharing my Seekh Kebab recipe with you guys. If you like it, do comments. Do visit my YouTube food channel Kabab. Do visit my Instagram Kabab and Twitter. Instagram cow.pakao and Twitter at Kabab. You can also visit my Facebook page. Oh, I totally forgot it. Kabab. You can visit that as well. Okay, see ya. Take care. Till next time. Relax, focus here. Come with.
Can I take Juki back inside?